The reality of the war came home to Moscow in a sudden and disruptive way. On what began as an ordinary night, large parts of the Russian capital and surrounding regions were plunged into darkness. This was not a random power failure. This was the result of a large-scale, coordinated attack that brought the conflict to the doorsteps of millions of Russians. At the heart of the chaos, the city's sprawling metro system ground to a halt. Reports quickly emerged that approximately 20,000 commuters were trapped in the dark, cavernous tunnels beneath the city. Emergency services were dispatched to undertake a massive and complex evacuation, a stark and visible sign that the war, for so long a distant reality for many in the capital, was now undeniable and immediate. The primary cause of this widespread disruption was a massive wave of Ukrainian drones. These strikes, one of the largest of the war, were not aimed indiscriminately. They targeted critical infrastructure, specifically Russia's energy and fuel networks. Power stations were hit, homes, businesses, transport systems. Simultaneously, other drones struck a major fuel pipeline system near Moscow. The message from Kyiv was clear and direct. The infrastructure that powers Russia's war machine is now a primary target. The sheer scale of the operation was unlike most previous attacks. According to various official and analytical sources, the wave of strikes involved an estimated 700 drones, 800 drones launched over a short period. This represents a significant increase in Ukraine's capacity for massed drone warfare. By launching such a large number of drones simultaneously, Ukrainian forces aimed to overwhelm Russia's air defense systems. Even sophisticated defense networks can struggle to track and intercept hundreds of small, low-flying targets arriving from multiple directions. This method, often referred to as a swarm attack, makes it highly probable that at least some of the drones will reach their intended targets, which is precisely what happened. The geographic scope of the attack was also extensive, affecting at least 12 different regions across Russia. While the blackout in Moscow garnered the most international attention, the damage was widespread. Power facilities in regions like Kursk-Lipetsk were also hit, leading to localized outages affecting thousands of residents. The immediate and most dramatic human impact was the thousands trapped in Moscow's metro system. 43 trains came to a sudden stop deep underground. More than 20,000 passengers were stranded in complete darkness inside steel carriages far below the streets. A massive emergency response was required. Fire crews, rescue teams walking dark tunnels on foot to reach stranded trains. The evacuation was slow and arduous. People guided along the tracks to the nearest station, often using only the light from their phones. Above ground, the city descended into managed chaos. Traffic lights were out. Major intersections snarled with gridlocked vehicles. The hum of the city replaced by car horns, sirens. Businesses shut down abruptly. Employees walking into darkened streets. In residential areas, the blackout was more than an inconvenience. Some lost heat as electric systems failed. Images of families gathered around candles circulated. The selection of targets in this wave of attacks was highly strategic, focusing on two critical pillars of Russia's war effort: energy generation, fuel distribution. The strikes hit at least 5 major power stations, some located deep within Russian territory. These facilities are key nodes in the national grid, supplying electricity not only to civilian areas, military bases, command centers, factories that produce weapons, factories that produce ammunition. By taking these power stations offline, Ukraine aims to create a cascading effect, disrupting the entire military-industrial supply chain. The estimated loss of 5,000 megawatts of generating capacity is a significant blow, representing enough power for millions of homes or dozens of large industrial complexes. One of the most significant targets was the Tsavo oil pipeline system, a critical piece of infrastructure located near Moscow. This network consists of 3 pipelines responsible for transporting jet fuel diesel gasoline from refineries to distribution hubs that supply the Russian military. Reports and video evidence showed fires burning along sections of the pipeline after being struck by drones. The success of these large-scale drone attacks has exposed significant weaknesses in Russia's air defense network. Despite heavy investment in sophisticated systems like the S-400, Russia's defenses appear to be stretched thin. They're designed to counter large, high-altitude threats, bombers, ballistic missiles, not swarms of small, low-flying drones. These smaller drones have a low radar cross-section, making them difficult to detect. Launched in massive numbers from multiple directions, they can saturate and overwhelm defenses, allowing many to slip through the net. Russia's vast territory makes full air defense coverage impossible, creating vulnerabilities Ukraine is exploiting. Sanctions create a deeper problem: Russia's ability to repair and maintain its energy infrastructure. Many power plants and nearly all of its Chak-34 major refineries were built with Western technology and components. Sanctions have cut off legal supplies of essential spare parts, turbines, compressors, advanced control systems. When a Ukrainian drone damages foreign-made equipment, Russia can't just order replacements. The Ukrainian campaign against Russia's energy grid is more than just retaliatory strikes. It is a multifaceted strategy to win a war of attrition. By systematically degrading Russia's ability to generate power and to transport fuel, Ukraine is attacking the foundation of the Russian war machine. Modern warfare isn't won only on the battlefield, but in factories, on railways, and within the national power grid. Each damaged substation and each damaged pipeline creates ripple effects, slowing military production and complicating frontline logistics. It's a long-term effort to exhaust Russia from the inside out. There's a powerful psychological layer too. Blackouts and other disruptions make the war feel immediate to ordinary Russians. Kremlin propaganda paints Russia as an impregnable fortress. As the harsh Russian winter approaches, the stakes of this energy war are set to rise dramatically. Colder temperatures will place immense strain on Russia's power grid. Demand for heating soars, demand for electricity soars. Continued Ukrainian strikes during this period could lead to prolonged blackouts and freezing conditions, creating a humanitarian challenge, testing the resilience of infrastructure and population. The psychological impact of losing heat, losing light during the darkest months could be profound, potentially fueling public discontent. The coming winter will test Russia's ability to defend its home front, while sustaining military operations in Ukraine. The central question: can Russia repair damaged infrastructure faster than Ukraine can attack it? Frequent drone strikes, sanctions. Induced shortage of spare parts creates a formidable challenge for Russian engineers. They face a relentless cycle of damage and repair, a war of attrition fought with technicians and with supply chains.